We are always having mumbo-jumbo feelings about Cardano, but the Cardano founder, Charles Hoskinson, has never failed to give us goosebumps. At some moments, it feels like there is nothing pretty about Cardano ADA. On the other hand, there are moments where Cardano investors relish about the cryptocurrency. 2023 was a rough year, but updates about Cardano are unending. Charles Hoskinson has made it up to several screens again. In a rather understated but powerful way, Charles Hoskinson recently expressed disappointment, using the gif of a disapproving dog to convey his feelings. What happened this time? What is the cause of his frustration? Well, it's because of the absence of a mention of Cardano in the latest market trend report by Messari. Despite being a top 10 cryptocurrency, Cardano was left out of the conversation entirely, while other major players like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana were analyzed and discussed. The Messari report, considered by many as one of the most significant annual summaries of the crypto market, delves into the current trends and potential strong performers for the upcoming blockchain rally. The exclusion of Cardano in this important report did not go unnoticed by the Cardano community, thus fueling a sense of being overlooked that is prevalent among its members. It is a sentiment that has been brewing for some time, as Cardano often finds itself ignored by a majority of analysts and the broader cryptocurrency community. In the 2024 Messari crypto report, Bitcoin is mentioned 178 times, Ethereum 96 times, Solana 65 times, BNB 6 times, XRP 3 times, and Cardano not once. This oversight is particularly grating to supporters of Cardano, given the blockchain's ambitious projects and technological feats. Cardano's position as a top 10 cryptocurrency by market capitalization has added to the community's frustration, as they feel the blockchain's contributions and potential are not being acknowledged or taken seriously. And that's why it was once called a ghost chain, right? Now, the Cardano community's response has been a mix of disappointment and resolve. While some expressed their discontent openly, others viewed it as an opportunity to double down on their support for the blockchain, hoping to prove the skeptics wrong. Hoskinson's reaction was quite subtle, but it encapsulates this feeling of being undervalued, a sentiment that is not uncommon in the fiercely competitive and rapidly evolving crypto space. This is where we just don't get it. If you can remember, this omission also happened last year in a Coinbase report. Charles Hoskinson did not fail to express his disappointment and shock there too. Let's take you back to that event actually. A year ago, Charles Hoskinson took a swipe at crypto exchange Coinbase for its failure to mention the platform in his 2023 Market Outlook report. Notably, the report by Coinbase overviewed themes likely to dominate the crypto market in 2023 after an extended winter in 2022. In a tweet on December 21st, 2022, the Cardano founder slammed Coinbase for not incorporating Cardano, terming the omission as pretty sad. Not a single mention of Cardano, pretty low and pretty sad. I honestly expected better, was his response. At the time, Hoskinson's disappointment with Cardano's omission from the report aligned with his previous sentiments, where he had argued that the platform was not receiving sufficient credit amid the ongoing network developments. For example, the Cardano founder had earlier warned that the network would likely be attacked after Ethereum shifted to the proof of stake following the merge upgrade, according to Hoskinson. He said, "Now begins the era of everyone assuming that all proof of stakes work like Ethereum's proof of stake. The maxis will attack Cardano for slashing and labeling all the Ethereum problems as ours." In this report, Coinbase projected that moving into 2023, institutional investors would continue increasing their position in the crypto space, alongside the emergence of creative destruction that will likely usher in a new cycle for the digital asset markets. However, it is not all bad news. This environment has helped cryptocurrencies pull back from their speculative fervor and pave ways for innovations in the asset class, Coinbase said. At the same time, the exchange stated that the crypto regulatory landscape will likely become clear in 2023, led by institutions' demand for better governance. However, Cardano was left out. The same has happened this year with Messari. What is Cardano not getting right? Recently, Charles Hoskinson had to publish a post to address the growing concerns about Cardano's blocks being allegedly too full and unable to take in more data. He noticed a sharp change in these concerns, and for many years, he stated that critics kept claiming that Cardano was nothing but a ghost chain, with no use and utility. Now all of a sudden, Cardano has become too busy. Hoskinson made an effort to debunk rumors about Cardano being a ghost chain, without any utility for several years. For instance, he took to Twitter to dispel these rumors in October 2022. The ghost chain narrative was launched by Ethereum maximalists, and striking back at them, Hoskinson tweeted that Cardano had reached a new record in terms of transaction count and stated that as many as 25% of all transactions on the blockchain were done in 2022. That milestone was possible courtesy of multiple decentralized applications launched on Cardano, and the change in fashion in which transactions were processed. He tweeted, "I can't help but watch with glee all the concerns floating around about Cardano's blocks being too full. I recall the ghost chain narrative for years, the no use and utility. Suddenly, we are too busy?" In reality, Cardano is designed to operate at these loads, and there is a huge design space to optimize the network and dApps for more scale both in short term and long term. We are winning, and we did it without VCs, the crypto media, or influencers. Just good old-fashioned community growth and engagement, just like Bitcoin did. So far, Cardano has been so impressive. The launch of Sunday Swap, MinSwap, and various NFT marketplaces helped Cardano to see a tremendous surge in transaction count, providing a great load for the network. Charles Hoskinson pointed out to Cardano critics that this network was designed in such a way that it can handle massive numbers of operations and a high load in general. According to Hoskinson, there is a huge design space to optimize the network and dApps for more scale in both the short term and long term. Hoskinson even attached a link to his recent live video on YouTube, where he talked about Cardano's upgrades, Mithril, Hydra, and several others. All of them greatly improved the Cardano chain in many different ways. Plus, Cardano's accounting model for handling the uses of EUTXO and ADA has to insert multiple entities into one block, and then after that, redistribute funds among them. This makes numerous transfers per each Cardano block de facto possible. However, this mechanism prevents some blockchain tracking platforms from seeing the actual number of transactions performed on Cardano. This is probably where these rumors addressed by the Cardano founder above came from. Nonetheless, the amazing thing about Cardano is that despite the consistent slew of negative reports, there have been big updates that give investors goosebumps. According to recent reports, the Cardano DeFi ecosystem has had 1 year to remember. DeFi protocols on the Layer 1 network have attracted significant capital, increasing their TVL by more than 6 times compared to the start of the year. And as you all know, the TVL metric measures the value of tokens locked across different protocols built on a blockchain. While Cardano has received its fair criticism for not enabling DeFi for several years, the network has gained momentum in recent times. TVL on the network stood at a mere $50 million in January. However, the network's TVL recently broke and stayed above the $400 million mark for the first time. According to the charts, the new highs beat the previous record of $322 million, which the network posted in March of 2022, 4 months after the crypto market peaked in late of 2021. Since then, the Cardano DeFi ecosystem has caught the eye of many. First, TVL on the chain experienced a downtrend that reflected broader crypto market action in 2022. Thereafter, a V-shaped recovery followed, with most gains coming last month as TVL jumped from around $250 million to the current record of above $400 million. The leading destinations for DeFi users on Cardano include Synthetic Asset Protocol, Indigo, and decentralized exchange MinSwap. Indigo and MinSwap account for $200 million of total TVL and have gained over 50% in the past month. Notably, the surge in TVL on Cardano has a corresponding effect on the native ADA coin price, albeit at a different rate. Since the beginning of the year, ADA has gained 137%, helping it maintain a position among the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization. ADA is trading at 64 cents, with a $21 billion market cap. It is ranked as the 8th largest crypto asset with $5 billion advantage over Avalanche and a further $8 billion advantage over Dogecoin. Furthermore, Cardano has teamed up with Brazil's state-owned energy company Petrobras. As a result of the collaboration, the former will lead blockchain education workshops for employees of the Brazilian entity. Participants of the program will get the chance to learn about the specifics of the cryptocurrency sector, discuss blockchain's potential, and complete interactive quizzes on related topics. The Cardano Foundation has already conducted 2 workshops in the metaverse, one of which is concentrated on regulators on a global aspect and in Brazil's region. With its headquarters in Rio de Janeiro, Petrobras is among the biggest companies in Latin America, with over 45,000 employees and yearly revenue of almost $125 billion. Speaking on the agreement was Cardano Foundation CEO Frederick Gregard, who stated that empowerment through education is a central part of the project's goal. Our partnership with Petrobras, a Fortune 500 company and one of the largest public companies in the world, highlight both the appetite from enterprises for blockchain education as well as the growing reach of the Cardano Foundation and its mission, he added. The Brazilian corporation also highlighted the partnership, describing it as an important step forward in our mission to harness the power of blockchain for new use cases within the energy sector. Go Cardano! We might get regular reports like this, but you never know unless you stay tuned. That's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you click on subscribe notification buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.